NFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's got room at the 30, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Running on first down, Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. It's Eckler again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
This one taken just inside the 10.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 72 yards.
And the Chargers have moved out in front.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Burrow. Well, that one caught downfield by Boyd.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Now Burrow on first down.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here we go. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll give it to Mixon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Here we go. On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Herbert now.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite.
Now Burrow loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with the football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now it's Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then
touchdown Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to...
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
28, Chargers 21. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Eckler, they run left side. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. Touchdown!
Mike Williams.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Asante Samuel Jr. there finding his way to the ball for a stop and a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow looking to pass.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give running left is Eckler.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, 37 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
To the air again, Burrow. Running right through it.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Devin Asiasi
From 6 yards away.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming up.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Once more, here's Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll get this down to the 10. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, here we go.
A game-winning field goal will be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Chargers 42. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Herbert to throw.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Herbert going to throw.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it.
It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
Here we go.
But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the